Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through the last game review of the round 2 in which Freo came up against Ebony Marinoff. Effectively, just in essence, that was all that Adelaide had to put up to basically win, as she put up almost, over a quarter. She put up about 28% of the total tackles that the Freo team actually stuck in the end. And yeah, she put up, 130, 19. She put up roughly, I think, around about 14 to 15% of the total tackles in the game, which is just a ridiculous number in general. But anyway, let's just jump into this recap here. And you see McCarthy here with the 78. I need to actually check her scoring quarter by quarter. 25-12, 21-20. She actually didn't do the worst. 78 isn't the worst. But it now brings it back down to earth. If we just go to here, AFLW's break-evens, McCarthy here. McCarthy now has a break-even of 78. And yeah, if she hits that again, she doesn't go up. If she hits 100, she goes up 64k, so she might get up to 12.4 or so, but I don't expect her to go much higher. I think she really just dominated the first game, and yeah, her roller seems to change as well. If you actually go onto the DFS for it, if you just go here, her roller's gotten even worse for some reason. If we look at it here, she's gone from 76 CBAs to 44, used more as a forward it looks like, and I need to just double check this. Let me actually just go to this and then go to the CBAs for the likes of Fremantle, and you'll see the fact that she got chucked out of that a little bit, and you see East up a little bit, McCarthy down, Newton in there, Miller around the same marker, Kaufman a little bit down, Gabby O'Sullivan up a little bit, and then Lowe and Pugh also in there a little bit as well. And no Anya Tai in there as well. So she was just taking the forward rucks for them. But yeah, you can just see it moved around a little bit, but a heavy movement in the McCarthy swing, which is probably not the best sign. We saw that, or at least everyone knew that if Anya Tai wasn't going to kick a goal, she was going to drop heavily in fantasy points. And yeah, a 68 from a 120 down to a 68. I think she will still average like 70 or so, but if we go to Anya Tai as well here, you'll see with her, she's now got a break even of 80. She's probably normalized around this price tag. And I think that I just think that there is probably almost better value girls at the moment. Just given the fact that basically what's going to happen, I think Anya Tai is basically fair value at this point, priced at 85. I think that is pretty much fair value. So I think that there are just other girls that are going to be able to put up plus 15, plus 20. Like, even look at just someone like a Power at the moment, priced at 37. We are getting 42s, 46s out of her, which isn't that good. But we're getting stuff like that. If you look at Huntington as well, we're getting priced at 42. I expect 50s from her. If you look at Tripodi as well, same similar thing, priced at 42. We are getting 50s out of her, which is plus 14. I know that we said that the likes of, and we said Anya Tai is now priced at 85. I expect that to be roughly around her price tag, and she is going only plus 9 at the moment, but I think that will normalize around to 80, 85, which is around her price at the moment. So I just think that there are more valuable players, especially players that play the double in the near future. O'Driscoll had a really good start, then fell away, if I remember correctly. O'Driscoll, where is she? 28, 5, 16, 8. Yeah, a lot of girls scored in that sort of reign there. Newton, Antonio O'Sullivan as well is an interesting case as well, if I bring that closer. 14, 13, 12, 13. Very consistent scoring. I just don't know whether I want her or I want Huntington. Scanlon, Kaufman, Flynn, Pugh, Runnels, Milhaw, Lowe, East as well dropped down after her really good performance in round 1. She's now averaging 54, which she scored what did she score in round 1? If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure she scored a good 80 or something, or was it only a 72? Am I forgetting what she actually scored? She scored a 70 and then a 37. So yeah, she wasn't the one that really scored high. It was Hayley Miller scored high. She scored a 90, then a 64. But she's returning back to earth. I think you will see Fremantle girls will return back to normality-ish. A lot of their midfielders will return back to their, I'm talking about Miller, I'm talking about East, I'm talking about Kaufman and sort of all those girls will return back to those 65, 70 markers. And I think McCarthy will probably be a 90 or an 85 type of player, but I don't think she'll be the 105 type that we saw. I think she'll be more towards that 85, 90. Then we move over to the Marinoff-led Adelaide Crows, and what a game this was. If we just look at the live scoring here, she scored 57-62, then just decided, I'm just going to put the feed up here. I'm just going to only score 30 and 42. I'm only going to lead the side in the third quarter and lead the side tied with Hatchard in the fourth quarter. So if you actually look at it, she led the side in every single quarter. Also had one of the highest time on ground, and then just led the side in obviously points by an absolute truckload. 191. If you double that to get to 382, she basically cleared. For those who captained Rowbottom but had Marinoff, you gain 28 points. For those that don't have Marinoff, you lost like 1,000 or 2,000 ranks. It would have nosedived, I'm guessing. But yeah, she was absolutely fantastic. 26 kicks on her own is still 78 points, which would tie Ainsley McCarthy, and then also go above everyone above Gould. 5 handballs is only 10 points. 7 marks is still 21. As we said, with that still beats out 4 players on their own. And then the 19 tackles is a 76. So she scored 78 here, 76 here, 76 here. She almost beat McCarthy's score in just tackles. That's how dumb it was. As well as having just the free kick neutralising itself, and then the goal as well there. Hatchard's been really good. Her first couple rounds, 117. She's been really outstanding. 29, 7 and 4. Newman with 27, 6 and 4. She was pretty good. Randall, I'm really liking this role. If we go to the CBAs and we go to Adelaide here, I'm really liking this Randall role. She's had, 94 and then 78% CBAs. That's a really good percentage split there. You can see even Marinoff had less CBAs and she still did outstanding. Only 9 CBAs for the game as well, so that could be heavily influenced. Like, that is 7 out of the 9 CBAs, and that's only 5 for Marinoff. So yeah, they could have easily been a role change, but also just when did the goals occur, and that can easily influence how players, like when you take a rest, could have. I'm just going to quickly look at when the goals were scored, because that could easily influence when players sat and stuff like that, and how they were heavily influenced maybe by a spree of goals happening, and they might have just been sat at that point of time. Because you have 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the last. And the 2 in the last came relatively quickly, I would say. So yeah, if they sat in the last quarter, that could have easily caused that too, because the goals in the last quarter to Hatchard came within 3.5 minutes. So if they would just happen to be off in that time period, they probably would have missed both goals, I would say. So yeah, that could have easily been Randall missing that. And yeah, don't know why Marinoff at 56%. So that could have been a role change slightly or something like that, but she still is an absolute monster. Randall, so I said really like her role. She's done it twice, so I'll probably be bringing her in. Gould 70, Goodwin, Allen, Clusterman as well with a 48, or Custerman, sorry, with a 48. She's been really outstanding, probably the best 300k rookie forward. If you go to Custerman, I'm pretty sure around 430. Yeah, 431k for her. Price at 33, break even 19. She's probably going to get another sort of 80, 100k, I would think, and that will get her way up there towards that 500 to 530k range, which will be huge for a trade out in the next couple of weeks. Ponta hasn't been able to really translate the good CBAs into point scoring, but I think it will come. I just need to just see it happen for the first little bit, as she did have 72% time on ground for 47, but had 100% CBAs, which is a little bit off compared to Marinoff for 94 and a 56% CBAs, or Randall for an 88%, Tog for an 78% CBAs. Boileau 41, she did score and start to score, but we'll just see. I just want to see here Boileau. There we go. No, I spelled that wrong. It's that way, is it? No. Is it that way? How do I spell this? Where is it here? Oh, it's up there. Okay. There we go. Price of 436, break even 24. She's probably going to go up. Probably the only problem with this is that, yeah, she's just, we're just seeing that she is she's too expensive to bring in at this point in time. I'm just looking through here, just trying to find any sort of midfielders that are worthy of actually bringing in. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so that kind of sucks. If we just go to break even, this is probably going to be the best way to do it. Harkin's actually decent break. Harkin could be the one that you swap out some of your girls to next week, as well as maybe one of these 300k just normal midfielders gets a debut, and we get to see that work out. But yeah, other than that, there's not much more to go through with regards to this game. No one else really outstanding, and no one really going to be fancy relevant. But yeah, Amini Marinov is going off. Chelsea Randall probably looks like one of the best forwards to go for. And I think a lot of the Fremantle girls came back to earth this week with their scoring. But anyway, that is the video there. If you did enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload it, especially with all the uploads today as we go through and finish it up before the round starts tonight. But if you did enjoy that, remember to do all that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.